I don't know why nobody told me this is how you do consistent damage with Gambit's dash. You can chain Gambit's dash with his right click. I'm pretty sure this is how it works. If you dash right in front of the person and you start the somersault from here, you are almost guaranteed to land all 3 hits. So let me demonstrate. So look, 3 instances of damage, dealing 75 damage total. But if you land up too far from the bolt and you start the somersault, you might not land all 3 instances of damage. So you might either land 2 or 1. I only landed 1. For Gambit's primary attack, you throw a fan of 3 cards that can both damage enemies and heal. So you deal about 20 damage per card, which means if you hit all 3 of your cards up close, you deal about 60 damage. But keep in mind that even though this sounds a lot, in the heat of battle, you are not likely to hit all 3 cards on your teammates. Gambit's second ability, which is his ground slam, does about 60 damage, you can see. And the funny thing is, it has no fall off. Get it on the edge. Yeah, look. Gambit has a resource in the middle of the screen. The game calls it sleight of hand. When you press E or F, you use a card already, okay? Your E heals you over time, so you can see. The moment you use the second part of the ability, you lose the effect of the first half. I think this is what makes Gambit so complicated, by the way. And the second part of the ability also consumes 1 stack of sleight of hand. E followed by E triggers healing boost. So it's essentially Adam Warlock's heal with healing boost. It's not as strong, of course, look at this. E with F throws a fan of like 3 explosions. So it goes like the explosions heal and cleanse, which is very important. So for Gambit's F ability, it gives him damage boost. So F and F, this is like a huge explosion which applies anti-heal. F and E, this is like the same fan of cards, but now it knocks people backwards. You cannot stack the damage of the ability. Similar to Gambit's self-healing, when you cast the second half of the ability, you lose your damage boost. When Gambit casts his ultimate, Gambit can select one of his teammates and everybody in the area gets healed by about 150, gets healing over time, they get movement speed boost, jump boost, they charge their ultimates faster, and their attacks deal single target explosive damage. So that's everything that his ultimate does. So, to prove that it activates on everybody, I out that bot in the middle. So this bot has explosive attacks. Look at that.